my husband offered me a bite of his cheesecake, I ran out of the restaurant. My husband does not share food with anyone. On our first date, when I asked for a bite of his pasta, he looked at me like I'd asked for a kidney. We've been married for 5 years, and this man still eats with one arm curved around his plate like a prison inmate guarding his tray. So when I came back from the bathroom and he pushed his cheesecake toward me and said, "You want some of this?" I was terrified. I looked at him and he was smiling, but his jaw was tight. His eyes were focused on something behind me, near the bar. "Go ahead," he said. "I know you love cheesecake." I hate cheesecake. I've told him 100 times that cheesecake isn't even real cake, and anyone who likes it can't be trusted. He nudged the plate closer. "Take a bite, babe, and then maybe we should get going." I shook my head. "We just got our dessert." "I know, but I'm feeling tired. Let's get the check and go home." He reached across the table and grabbed my hand. Then he squeezed 3 times fast. "We don't have a signal," but I understood. I didn't turn around. "Who's behind me?" "Don't look. Just get up slowly and walk to the car like normal. I'll pay and meet you outside." "Tell me who's behind me." He swallowed hard. "Dean's here. He's sitting at the bar and he's been watching us since you went to the bathroom." The room tilted. Dean was my ex. I dated him for 2 years before I met my husband. I had a restraining order against him because he put me in the hospital twice. I moved over 400 miles to get away from him, and he still shows up in my nightmares all these years later. He's not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to know where I live. How did he find me? My husband shook his head. "I don't know, but we need to leave right now." "I can't move." "Yes, you can. My legs won't work. I can't breathe." He squeezed my hand harder. "Look at me. I'm going to stand up. You're going to stand up with me. We're going to walk out the front door together, get in the car, and drive away. I am not going to let anything happen to you. Do you understand me?" I just nodded because I couldn't speak. We both stood up slowly, and I heard a chair scrape behind me. My husband's face changed. "He's coming. What do we do?" "Walk. Don't run. I'm right behind you." I started walking toward the door, and I could hear footsteps behind us. I was almost at the door when I heard his voice. "Ellie, it's been a long time." I didn't turn around. I just ran. I reached for the door handle, and his hand closed around my arm and spun me around hard enough to make me stumble. I said, "It's been a long time. Didn't your mama teach you manners?" My husband grabbed Dean's wrist, twisted it off my arm, and shoved him backward into a table. People screamed. Dean caught himself and laughed. "There he is." He pulled a knife from his waistband. "You think you can keep her from me? I owned her for 2 years, and I can take her back whenever I want." He lunged, and my husband grabbed a chair and swung it into Dean's arm. The knife went flying. Dean hit the ground, and my husband was on top of him before he could get up. I don't know how many times he hit him. I stopped counting after 5. Dean stopped moving, and my husband stood up, breathing hard, shaking. His knuckles split open and bleeding. Someone behind me said, "I got all of it on video." I could already hear sirens getting closer. Dean's face was a mess, and he was crying. Actually crying. Curled up on the floor of that restaurant. I crouched down so he could see me. "The last time you wanted to talk, you broke 3 of my ribs. The time before that, you dislocated my jaw." I leaned closer. "You're finally going to prison, and I'm going to sleep better than I have slept in years." The cops cuffed him on the floor while everyone watched, and we found out he had warrants in 3 states. He wasn't getting out for a long time.